So these are the rules I'm going to use for inequalities that has absolute value. I'm going to look at the problem and see if I have greater than. If it is, I'll break it down to two problems and solve them and find the solution. Or they don't have to overlap. If it's less than, I'm going to change it to this and look for the overlap. So here's my first example. The absolute value of x minus 3 is less than 2. Does it match this one or does it match this one? Is it greater than or is it less than? Less than. According to this one, I should be able to take this problem now, throw the absolute value signs away, and write that problem, x minus 3 less than the 2 greater than negative 2, whatever that number is. I should be able to write it like that, using this rule here. Now, how would I solve this? We did that early today. What do we do? Add 3 to all three sides. X is greater than what? 1 less than what? 5. So when you graph it, this is the 1, this is the 5, neither one is included, and it's in between them, from 1 to 5. Where's my solution? 1 comma 5 interval notation. Here we go. I'll try a different one. I'll keep this one handy here. I'll cover it like this. It comes in handy. Let's try this problem. 2x minus 1, absolute value of that, greater than 5. Is it the first? I should number them, 1 or 2. How is that? Does it look like 1 or 2? It looks like 1. So I should be able to break it down to two problems based on that, which says 2x minus 1 has to be less than negative 5, or 2x minus 1 has to be greater than 5. Using rule 1. Let's solve each one. Add 1. 2x is less than what? Negative 4. To solve for x, we're going to divide by what? 2. Do we switch the sign? No. Why not? We're not dividing by a negative number. This is the negative 2. It's less than. Let's look at the other one. Let's add 1. 2x is greater than what? 6. Let's divide by 2. X is greater than what? 3. Somewhere is the 3 here. And greater than means which way? To the right. And that's an or, which means you're not looking for an overlap. Not. So my solution is from where to where? From negative infinity to negative 2, or from 3 to infinity. A couple more, then we're done. Sometimes the problem looks a little bit deceiving. I can make it look deceiving by putting minus signs in the front and all that. Just be careful with it. I'll leave that page out. Let's try another one. 2 times Actually, you know what? I'm going to make it deceiving. Minus 2. Two x over 3 plus 1 is greater than or equal to what? 4. You know what? I really have no idea if it's going to work or not, so let me be on the safe side. Let me make it less than or equal to 4. I'll make sure that works. What's my first step before I break it down? I should do something before I look at this. This one says if you have the absolute value of f of x bigger than, well, I got some extra piece in the front. See that minus 2? I should take care of that minus 2. How do you take care of that minus 2? Divide both sides by what? Negative 2. So if you divide by negative 2, what are you going to have? 2x over 3 plus 1 is greater than or equal to what? Negative 2. 4 divided by that's negative 2. So I divided both sides by negative 2. Now that looks like this one. See, when I play with these numbers, they get ugly. Okay, leave it. I'm not sure he's going to have an answer or not. So this one says you can write the problem as what? It might not have an answer. I should make that a negative. I can guarantee an answer if I make that a negative. You know what? Let's do that. I don't want to go through the whole thing, find out. It doesn't work. Let's make that number a negative. It's getting late now. So if I divide by negative 2, what will happen here? Plus 2, right? Okay. I'm trying to wing it off the top of my head quickly and make sure it has a solution to it. So because that's greater, then I have to use that. Should be greater than or equal to what? Negative 2 or 2x over 3 plus 1 has to be greater than or equal to what? Positive 2. Subtract 1 from both sides. 2x over 3 greater than or equal to what? Negative 3. I'm not a fan of fractions, so what's the quick fix to that? Multiply by what?
3.
By 3? If we did the 3 halves, you get the answer. I'll go by 3. I'll take your 3. 2x is greater than what? Negative 9? Because we multiplied by 3. And to solve for x, what are we going to do now? Divide by 2. X is greater than or equal to what? Negative 9 halves. Did I copy the problem wrong? Yes, I did. Isn't that supposed to be less than the first one? Look at that. Isn't that supposed to be a minus?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we all fall asleep here, huh? I know we've been here for what, 2 hours now? You're getting tired? I'm getting 2 long hours. Right? It's supposed to be less than.
We switched it because we divided by negative 2 along.
Oh, we did. It's all right. That's okay. Still. See that? It should be what? The first one.
Negative the number.
Right? Should be less than the negative the number. So that should be less than. You want some of my erasers here? So it matches this one now, so it has to be less than, in this case, less than or equal to negative that number. And this one has to be what? Greater than or equal to what? Positive that number. So that's okay here. As long as I don't screw things up, I'll be okay. So this is one of them. X is what? This is the negative 9 over 2. Less than or equal to. Let's look at the other one. Let's subtract 1 from both sides. What do we have? 2x over 3 greater than or equal to what? 1? You want to multiply by 3 to get rid of the fractions? 2x is greater than or equal to what? 3. X is greater than or equal to what? 3 over 2. So the 3 over 2 is right here. And it's greater than, that means which way? To the right. So where's my solution? Negative infinity to what? Negative 9 over 2. Add to it from 3 over 2 to where? To infinity. Should we do one more? Or you got it? You see one more? Everyone got it? I know you've been here for 2.5 hours, so okay, I'll stop here.